Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Paul, the Canadian Snowman, here once again with Hannibal. We're on to the Battle of Geronium. Is that how you pronounce it? 217 BC. Last episode was pretty much, I guess, a setup for this battle. I mean, not the best episode for Hannibal. He kind of was part of a couple of skirmishes or whatever, and didn't come out on top. He kind of backed down from them. But it did, I guess, accomplish one thing. Well, I guess it didn't really accomplish this, but the Romans have two leaders in charge. I don't know how they're split in the duties or whatnot, but yeah, we got. I forget. I'm sorry. I'm horrible with names. But we have the guy who's been in control. Now has his another leader that is sharing the leadership with, and they don't see eye to eye. They both have different strategies, and this can only play into Hannibal's favor. Like, Hannibal is a genius, and you don't want to give him any kind of advantage or leeway or anything. And I don't know exactly how this is going to play out, but the more eager leader here, on the Roman side, I'm assuming he's going to jump the gun. And I was reminded in the comments, I forgot that that so Hannibal, I forgot he has a great spy network, so maybe he knows exactly what's going on and can really exploit this, or maybe this was his plan to begin with. I'm not sure, but but if he knows, like, the conflict going down on the inside of this of the Rome right now, like, he's got to be eating this up right now. If he knows about, because he might really not know really what's going on, but he's got to know something. He's got to know that there's two leaders in charge. I guess he wouldn't know that, but I don't know. Either way, this just plays into Hannibal's hand. Anyways, I really want to jump into this because I really want to actually see what goes down here and how this whole fight plays out, because this is going to be interesting. I'm just curious if Roman's officers get along. I don't think it's going to happen. I think this has disaster written. Like I said in the last episode, I just think this has disaster written all over it for the Romans. Like, you got to be at 100% in the same mindset, and have a plan going on. You got to know what's going on if you're going against Hannibal, and they just seem like they're bickering back and forth. And yeah, anyways, please hit that like and subscribe button, guys, below. And yes, just jump into it, guys. Like, subscribe, and let's have a lot of fun here. And hopefully it's a lot of fun. Hopefully this is a good battle. Anyways, it's like History March, amazing channel, but let's jump into it. 3, 2, 1.
Before we continue with Hannibal's journey, we have a recommendation for the fans of the channel.
Okay.
For those of you who would like to create a history website, look no further than Zyro, a new sign up for free to test out Zyro's powerful fans.
All right, here we go. Wait, hold on a second. Okay. That's a bad camp spot. Shut up, coward. I love that.
Just as the sun rose over the plain beneath Geronium, the guards woke up Minucius. Hannibal was just outside the camp. For the second time, Hannibal positioned himself on the ridge, from where he could observe all activities in the Roman camp. Minucius was not about to allow him to control the engagement. The Romans advanced confidently, having previously driven Hannibal back from the same ridge and forced him to retreat to his main camp. Minucius was now determined to finish the job.
No.
But this time, Hannibal was ready.
Yeah.
As the Roman light infantry crashed into the Carthaginian line, it seemed like their push will again drive back the enemy.
Where's the flanking?
But just as his men began giving ground, Hannibal reinforced the line with troops hiding just beyond the ridge. Minucius responded by sending the Roman and allied cavalry up the hill. From his vantage point, it seemed that the Carthaginians have just about enough men to hold off his light infantry, and
oh my god, like, we've seen this story before. We've seen it, like, if Hannibal's up there, he sees how you're lined up exactly. He knows exactly what probably your next move is. So, I mean, the cavalry come up on the flanks here. Hannibal's got something up his sleeve. Like, come on now. Like, you're not going to fool me, History March. You're not going to fool me here. Hannibal is about to slaughter these guys. He's ready.
The Carthaginians have just about enough men to hold off his light infantry, and he was determined to break the stalemate. But as the Roman cavalry closed in, Hannibal called upon his Numidian and Spanish riders, who poured over the ridge.
Here we go.
What seemed until now like another skirmish turned into a proper battle. Outnumbered, the Roman line quickly lost ground and was pushed back down the hill.
Okay.
With his cavalry fully engaged, Minucius was now unable to scout the battlefield for potential ambushes. Nevertheless, he ordered his legions forward, fearing that his troops in the front will get overrun. However, what the Roman general didn't realize is that he was sending his men straight into a trap.
Yep.
During the previous night, Hannibal led 5,000 Libyans and up to 1,000 cavalry, dispersing his men in groups of 200 to 300, ordering them to conceal themselves in the ravines, hollows, stream beds and tree lines to the north and south of the ridge. The skill and discipline of Hannibal's troops was evident in the flawless execution of this potentially dangerous operation.
Hold on a second here, because didn't Minucius, he's the one who initiated this whole battle. You know, he's the one who just went uphill after Hannibal and got him. You know, what if Minucius didn't want to do that and just decide, man, that's just Hannibal knowing his opponent right there, because Minucius could have been like, could have been, what's his name, Ferdinand, to sit back and just wait a couple of days, like he had to have known, Minucius's his strategy, because or else Hannibal would be having his men sit in the bushes there for like a week. You never know, right? So that's really amazing, because it's different if Hannibal knows that he's going to be pushing it, and so he's the one who wants to have his men ready. But Hannibal didn't push it. It was the Romans that started this whole battle. So that's pretty amazing that he basically, he just knew that they were going to do that. And so, wow, man. I love this, man. Every time, I love Hannibal. He always has his guys up on the ridges and the mountains, and they just come down I don't know. Get to it, guys.
Of this potentially dangerous operation. And now, as Minucius's heavy infantry advanced up the hill, they collided with the overwhelmed Roman cavalry and light infantry, losing their cohesion.
And also right now, Hannibal has the height advantage. Hannibal's on the top of the hill, and the Romans are on the bottom. So obviously, the higher up you are, the bigger advantage you have when it's when it comes to a battle. So he's already kind of, they might be even in men right here, but they got the height advantage, and now he's got these guys hiding up in the bushes, just waiting for the signal to attack. Man, this is gonna be a slaughter. They come out and sandwich in between where there's no retreat. This is going to be great.
Roman cavalry and light infantry, losing their cohesion. At that moment, Hannibal signaled his concealed troops to attack. From the mountain slopes across the river to the north and the ravines to the south, Libyan infantry and cavalry leapt forward. Some 3 kilometers away, Fabius could see that another disaster was looming. Left with no choice but to help the embattled troops, he ordered his men forward.
Okay.
Back in the valley, thousands of Roman troops were being mauled in yet another perfectly
3 miles away. Man, I'm trying to think of how long, like, if you're on foot, man, that's still going to take you, and, like, heavy armor, man, that's going to take you a while to get there, so I'm trying to think of how long that would take. You know, what, it's going to take them, like, 10 minutes or so to get there? Well, 3 miles, probably longer than that, right? I mean, cavalry can easily probably get there, right? But, dang, that battle might be over and done with by the time they get there, and Fabius is like, oh, come on, man. I wonder if he gets there in time, though. I'd be interested to see.
Thousands of Roman troops were being mauled in yet another perfectly executed ambush. The sequence and timing of events over the past 24 hours, all planned and orchestrated by Hannibal, so as to lure Minucius into sending his cavalry early on in the battle, thereby depriving him of the ability to scout the vast battlefield, which prevented him from discovering the hidden Carthaginian troops, ultimately resulting in his entire army being ambushed. By now, many Romans gave up and fled, fearing another full encirclement. Seeing Fabius marching down towards the valley, Hannibal reportedly said, "That cloud on the mountains has broken into a storm at last." Finishing off those who weren't able to escape, Hannibal ordered his troops not to pursue, turning his army back towards the main camp.
Okay.
He did not want a battle of attrition against a numerically superior enemy, half of which were rested troops, while his own troops grew tired after hours of fighting. Having defeated the Romans yet again, Hannibal began settling in for the winter at Geronium. Meanwhile, the humiliated Minucius returned supreme command to Fabius, hailing him as his father as a show of respect. Fabius, for his part, reinstated Minucius as his
he says, don't spank me, daddy. But seriously, though, he had to feel like the biggest fool in the world. Like, I bet you he couldn't even look Fabius in the eye. He probably went there and, like, head down and just begging for forgiveness. Like, I messed up. You were right. I'm sorry. Like, man, Fabius just wanted to kick his way. Yeah, Fabius did want to spank him. Like, Jesus, dude, you just, like, lost a lot of our troops, and I guess this is Hannibal's going away for the winter, but I know the senators at Rome probably feel like, a bunch of idiots because, you had a game plan of having Fabius be your leader. That was the whole point of having one leader, so, it makes things a lot easier and everything, and then you just split up the ranks again and go back on your plan. It's like, come on, pick your leader, believe in him, and, proceed with whatever he wants to do. But no, you got Minucius here getting spanked by Hannibal and Fabius now, so good job, Minucius. Oh man, you should have went down with the ship, Minucius. You should have stayed with your men on the battlefield. Anyways.
Fabius, for his part, reinstated Minucius as his second in command, treating him with utmost consideration.
Have him be like your, I don't know.
As the year drew to a close, the Roman army stayed at a respectful distance from the Carthaginians, though sporadic skirmishes between scouting parties and foragers continued throughout the winter. Meanwhile, in Spain, the Roman strategy of putting more pressure on Carthage continued, as the Scipio brothers pushed south of the Ebro for the first time, successfully persuading a handful of Iberian tribes to join the Roman cause. This caused grave concern for the Carthaginian authorities, who sought to restore their popularity with the tribes by organizing the return of the hostage children belonging to the tribal nobility, until now held at Saguntum to keep the Iberians loyal. The Punic commander of the city entrusted an influential Iberian noble, Abelox, with returning the hostage children to their parents. However, in a stroke of luck for the Romans, Abelox instead brought the children to them as gifts and was handsomely rewarded.
What?
The Scipio brothers subsequently took it upon themselves to return the children to several tribal leaders, taking
Ablox basically sold his soul for money and basically betrayed his country when he could have returned the children and gained the respect and had them join his side of the army, but instead gave them to the Romans, so so they Rome gets even more favor from them. Oh my God! Like, Hannibal's kicking butt and doing everything he possibly can on one side over here, and then you got his followers over here, just doing nothing. Like, I mean, at least like Rome, you have Fabius over there, who's he's a good leader and he's pretty smart, and then the Scipio brothers, we know they're good. They just have they're just Rome just has them outnumbered as far as good leadership goes. Rome definitely has them outnumbered. I mean, Carthage has the best leader as far as one leader in Hannibal, but as far as like a group, Rome definitely has the advantage. And like, geez.
took it upon themselves to return the children to several tribal leaders, taking credit for their rescue. This resulted in massive support for the Roman cause from the Iberian tribes between Saguntum and the Ebro. Back in Italy, Fabius's 6-month term expired, and the Senate did not renew his dictatorial powers, giving temporary command to consuls Servius Geminus and Marcus Attilis Regulus until the following elections resumed in just a few months' time.
Okay.
And now, as the year 216 BC rolled around, a Roman army of unprecedented size was being raised, as the Senate prepared to mount a major effort to engage and destroy Hannibal once and for all.
Wow.
Credit goes to our awesome patrons who make videos like this one possible.
Man. Because Hannibal's like, even with the armies he was going against right there, how he backed away from having Fabius's army go down there. It was basically even keel right there. But now, like, Rome's got raising all these other armies, man, Hannibal's going to be extremely outnumbered, extremely. And apparently, she's going to be surrounded. Because I know that Hannibal does not win the war just because of history, right? Obviously, or else, Rome would be Carthage right now, right? Not right now, but, there wouldn't be a Caesar, right? If Carthage basically wins this war. So it's kind of depressing because I hope this is not the last victory of Hannibal. I hope it's not. Hope it's not, because all his victories are amazing and genius, and there's so many of them, and I want this to continue, but I know that has to come to an end, so this really stinks. And right now I feel like the odds are just coming more and more out of his favor, let the odds forever be in your favor. Well, it's not working for Hannibal right now. So they got next road to Cannae. I don't even know where that is. Then you have the battle. Okay. So and then and like I've seen in the comments that there's more than one episode of coming battle coming up. So that'll be interesting having that 3 parts. And by the way, that will be different episodes. I'm not going to put it all into one episode. It's just easier that way. I mean, History March has it that way, so we're going to follow History March and do it the way History March is doing it, which is different parts. So that's how we're going to do that. But yeah, another great episode, and I'm not surprised at all that Hannibal had an awesome plan and executed it pretty much to perfection at all. It was definitely amazing, and he took good advantage of the situation. He knew exactly what was coming. I'll be interested to see, because obviously he's going to know what's coming for him coming up here. I've heard, like, just I read the comments. I've heard that there's been plenty of comments about, like, is it Cannae, about a giant battle coming up. So I'm really interested in that, and I'm guessing that's going to be the end of the war. And obviously, I know Rome wins. I just hope we get to see some genius, I guess, coming up in this battle. Some real genius by Hannibal, where, like, hey, I ain't going down without a fight, kind of thing. I'm going to take a bunch of you guys down with me. I really hope we get to see that. But anyways, guys, please hit that like and subscribe button, please. And I hope you guys will follow me. It's an awesome series, guys, man. And like, we only got a few more episodes left. This is going to be amazing. I can't wait. And yeah, good stuff here going on. History March, man, coming out, man. First series ever watching them, and man, they coming out with the fire. But anyways, guys, like, subscribe. Catch you guys on future videos. Always a blast here, enjoying these videos with you guys. You guys are awesome. I really enjoy the back and forth. Some of you guys, in the comments, you guys really know your stuff. I've noticed. Like, I don't really know nothing at all. I really enjoyed, like, the little tidbits of, like, information that you guys provide me, and how cordial everyone is and nice and all that in the comments. So I really appreciate that, guys. And yeah, and I'll see you again tomorrow, with another awesome Hannibal video. But anyways, guys, you guys have a great night, great day, and all that good stuff. Love you. Peace. I am out.